Hey everybody, I am Casey and this is Misfit Mama and this is Chi-Chi. Hello baby. I'm sorry it's been a bit since I've done a video. That was not part of the plan. I had good intentions to knock them out and pick topics that were relevant. However, I do tend to be an extroverted introvert or introverted extrovert, I don't know, a non-people person. So I did a couple videos and shared. It also happened to be in May, school's ending, which is a big shift for us in all ways. Mother's Day is in May. I hate Mother's Day and it always tends to put me in a little bit of a funk. And then our house. So I've been struggling a little bit with all the things that I try to encourage other people not to struggle with. As much as I want to be open with everything and have a safe place for people to share and talk about all the things that are the ugly struggles of their life that make them feel the most hurt and down and alone and all of that. And I've kind of shut down myself a little bit and not been in a great headspace. So trying to come out of that a little bit. I've been a terrible friend for the last couple of weeks. I apologize. I'm doing my best. So I'm going to try and keep this video short and sweet if possible. What to talk about though? What's had me in my headspace is my house. I've talked about the lady, I've talked about therapy. I have not really talked about my divorce or my dad's passing, how I got this house or this house. So don't really want to go out of order. I very well may do a little short of a collage of pictures after this for you all to see what we've been going through with our house. So the gist of the story, I will try to explain. My dad passed away in 2018. I had a heck of a battle with a lovely sibling who did not have a good relationship with my dad, but had a good relationship with pills and drama. So anyway, we finally got all of that settled and the house was not in very good shape. When I inherited it, there was standing water in the front yard. The drain field of the septic system had collapsed. The house needed a lot of work. The floor in the kitchen was so rotted. When they pulled out my refrigerator, they were amazed it didn't fall through the floor. There was basically a rotted hole. There was all kinds of stuff wrong. So anyway, we spent almost 2 years interviewing contractors. Lord, I hope nobody ever has to do that, but you will. And you know, it's part of it. So anyway, we got a contractor that we knew, somebody who owned rental property that my husband knew through his work, referred him. He had a 4.8 on Google. He knew his stuff. He was a very sweet, well-spoken, retired military. We thought, man, we both really love this guy and he knows his stuff and has a great plan. So he was in the mid to high range, so not like crazy cheap, but not the most expensive. So we hired him. He was going to take our home, which was 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and just a rectangle. He was going to remodel the back side of the house where there was a laundry room, a bathroom, and the kitchen. And he was going to make it a laundry closet, a half bath, insert a hallway into the addition and remodel the kitchen. And then we were going to get new floors, doors, and trim throughout the whole house to tie everything together and update it a bit. Oh, it sounded so great. And then the addition was going to be down the hall, a bedroom to your right, bathroom in the middle, bedroom to the left. That was kind of the girls, their little Jack and Jill. They have a bedroom they can share, or not bedroom, bathroom they can share and all that. Okay, sounds super great. He told us it'd be done in 5 months. Our house was in poor enough shape that we couldn't get an ideal mortgage on it. So we went through a lender who gave us a less than ideal mortgage and rate. And I shared that with our contractor, and he was like, yeah, it's fine. This will take us 5 months. You'll be able to refinance within a year. So we're like, yes, okay. So we get started. We get our mortgage. We combine that with everything we had, and we paid him in installments as work was being done. Well, I did not know that we weren't passing our inspections. And then as it went on, work got fewer and further between, and then it kind of stopped. And then we would complain, and they would show up for half a day or so and knock out some good work, and it would be terrible. I mean, terrible. So anyway, we have a couple meetings with him. We're like, this is not going well. Our house is not finished. We've been doing this 1 year and 5 months. And what is getting done is not done to an acceptable standard. I am not hard to please. I mean, look at me compared to most people, but I love the way I look. I look pretty good. I don't have to have perfection, you know? Same with my house. I just want floors and walls, and I just want to be able to hang some stuff up on my walls and walk around. That's it. So for the last 3 years, we've had no flooring. We've had plywood floors. We've had some spot of damaged hardwood floors. Ugh. Our walls, they painted and then put the mud on the walls and then sanded some of it. Some of it they didn't. They didn't wipe down the walls before they painted again. So we have some smooth spots, some rough spots, some mud spots. None of the ceilings got painted, or if they did the same thing and just mudded over the paint again. Our trim, I'll do a collage of pictures. So anyway, we fire him finally after 1 year and 5 months. Nothing is getting done. Everything that is getting done is a nightmare. Fire him. We try to settle for some of our money back. We paid in full $105,000 for a job that was not at all completed through no fault of our own. So we end up having to file a lawsuit against him. He files for dismissal, delays it for 1 year, then backs out of that. We finally get it worked out in mediation. I hope you never, ever, ever have to go through that. The state basically says it's a civil matter, take it up between yourselves. The state refused to do anything about his license, and I was like, this is a man you have licensed and insured that he can do this job. And he is not out here doing his job. He has ruined us because now our house did not pass our inspections. Our mortgage cannot be refinanced because the siding on our home is 3 different kinds of siding. He did not finish the siding job like he was supposed to. We do not have floors until last week, the week before. We had floors not in our house. We still don't have trim yet. Our doors that we ordered, he pulled out of the dump, so they are scratched, busted, have holes in them. Our bathroom door has raccoon prints all the way up the door. It is crazy. So the part of the floor that they did do, they put a felt paper underneath it. We pulled up our living room floor to replace all of our floor and make everything match, and it was a solid layer of mold. So I shut down. I got very angry, stressed, shut down. We've not hardly seen the kids or been able to enjoy them. We had to send the kids to friends' houses. Oh, and I have no idea what I am doing. However, we did meet a couple of good people. We met a guy who does floors, trim. He helped us out tremendously for a fraction of what it would have normally cost us. So we now have floors. Our furniture is getting brought back in a little at a time, and we are getting there. I will do a collage. I don't really want to walk around and show you everything right now because it's crazy. And I'm human. It's embarrassing and it's really depressing. But we are getting there. That was one of my main topics in therapy. Actually, our house and contractor situation was what got me back into therapy. I'm not allowed to say who he is. I don't want to say who he is. Again, my intention is not to villainize anybody. All I want to do is share our story and our nightmare experience to encourage other people. Hopefully you can learn from our mistakes, and you know, we're all in this together. So, a little bit at a time, therapy, take care of yourself, take some breaks, have fun along the way, and then lots of YouTube, lots of asking for help, which is really uncomfortable, and you really find out who shows up to help you. So anyway, I will do a follow-up post later and talk more about the other stuff, but I am sorry, I am okay. I am just have been pretty down and stressed, so I will try to do better. I am slowly climbing back out of my hole, and I appreciate your patience and your support, and I hope you find this collage up and coming very entertaining. Bye, everybody.